Welcome to the Abyss. We're back playing more Slay the Spire. And I'm in the mood to torture myself today. So let's play some Ascension 20 as silent. See if we can get a good run going here. I like 100 gold start. Nice and simple. Lets you buy some cool stuff at an early shop. I'm not a big fan of random rare card. Maybe we could take a relic and remove a curse early if there's an early shop. Um, well, there is an early shop. That early burning elite looks like pure death to me, and it's not the greatest path behind it. Just one fire the whole way. Hmm. And it looks like I'm not getting two elites unless I go that way, though. I guess I could kind of take the middle elite and veer right, but that's also not the greatest path. That's a lot of events. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gold. And let's go kind of up the middle here. God, this is a really rough act layout. But we'll try to make the most of it. Can't complain about the turn one draw anyway. It's about as good as you can ask for. This draw could have been a little better, but what are you going to do? Yeah, this draw as well. Stinks to take 6 here. But there's really no way around it. Hopefully we draw 2 strikes here. We did not, in fact, draw 2 strikes, but I can still full block. And we finally get the kill. Fruit juice, okay. That's a good omen, I suppose. And I like a masterful stab here, especially since neither of these are attacks. So yeah, give me masterful stab. Some nice upfront damage. It's a good early game card. Kind of falls off as you get farther into the game because you can't full block as frequently. And it just becomes too expensive to play, especially against any enemies who do a lot of multi-attacks. But it'll help us through the early game. And I didn't even look at who our boss is. Okay, against Hexaghost, I'm very happy with the Bouncing Flask here. So I'm going to take that. And maybe we can have a nice poison build today. Masterful Stab here, let me get the kill. Pretty nice. Hopefully it's a 0 damage elite, or elite, lice fight here. Slightly easier than elite. Okay, now I'll drink my potion and take the fear potion. That's cool. And I guess I don't mind a dagger throw here. Again, these are not damage cards, so dagger throw it is. And yeah, I'm kind of eyeing this elite towards the middle a little bit later. So I'm going to go this way, take one more combat before we worry about Elite Town. Okay. Don't quite get to kill the slime here, but we don't take any damage either. So that's okay. Maybe I should have tanked that 6. I think I'm going to be alright though. I am going to tank damage here to play the Bouncing Flask, because I feel like it's important to end this fight before it gets out of control, which it could very easily do. Yeah, that's happening right now too. Just with the bad draw order to take another 7. Kind of stinks, but we got through it. Now I guess I like a leg sweep here. It's a really good defensive card. You almost always want one in your deck, so I'll take it. Could be trouble if we run into Gremlin Knob here, but since we're only fighting one elite this act, maybe we'll get away with it. Okay. I am the kind of guy who almost always buys Preserved Insect when I see it, just because it's so useful. It helps you get a lot stronger because you can fight a bunch of elites. And it's always helpful in Act 4 to make Shield and Spear more manageable. So I'm going to take that. Burst wouldn't be bad here, but it really only works with a Bouncing Flask, and I guess the leg sweep right now. I think I don't mind noxious fumes though, as a little supplemental poison. It's a good power to have in your deck. I'm going to take the noxious fumes. And now we're going to upgrade Bouncing Flask, obviously. Our best upgrade. And I'm going to take one more event before I go into this elite because I want the fire afterward. And I'll decide if I want that fire earlier or later. Okay, card remove for health. With the insect, I think we can afford to do this. And I do like the idea of removing a strike from the deck. It's a little dangerous if we run into Gremlin Knob, but hopefully we'll be able to at least survive. I'm going to take the strike remove. And it's not Gremlin Knob. This is a rough matchup for Poison because of all their artifact. But this is not a horrible turn 1 draw. Thanks to Masterful Stab. And I don't think I can afford to play that defend here. Or can I? No, because I need to strike. Guess it doesn't matter. I'm playing Survivor regardless. So, neutralize strike here. And Survivor the other strike. Alright, whenever you kill one of these guys on turn 1, it's a good sign. Unfortunately, I think the right play here is to leg sweep. Although, I kind of like the idea of tanking 5 to get the Bouncing Flask down. To at least get rid of their artifact and move the fight along. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright. Not ideal that hit him each twice, but what are you going to do? What I'm going to do here is play Noxious Fumes and double defend. Try to do the rest of this fight without taking damage. That's going to depend heavily on the draw order here. And because I did that, I can play Masterful Stab now. Which may be playing that on the one who's not attacking as a safer play here. Than trying to, rely on Bouncing Flask going where I want it to. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully we draw lethal or full block for this next turn. We did in fact draw lethal, so that's great. That means I can discard the defend to get rid of the dazed. And hopefully we get out of here without taking any more damage. Yeah, it looks like we do. Cool. Not a bad elite. I wish it wasn't the only one we got, but it's the way it is. Sometimes you just get rough map layouts. And for our trouble, we get a tiny chest. Definitely not the relic I wanted to see. I feel like I could take a poison stab here. I still feel like it's not that great. And usually, once I have a Bouncing Flask, I don't really like adding too many attacks to the deck. So, I think I'm going to skip here. And now, the only way I can progress Tiny Chest more is by skipping that fire, which I definitely don't want to do. And my health isn't that great. I guess maybe I want the fire before. No, let's take 2 combats now. And then maybe I can greed an upgrade later on. Okay, Happy Flower is awesome. The Silent is always energy starved. And Masterful Stab's good here. Helping me get that quick kill. I think I just block Noxious here. So we don't have to worry about being weakened as much. These guys are just going to die on their own. Over time. I guess I leg sweep here. Neutralize here. And that's what, 16? I can full block. Cool. Okay. So, 2 strikes kills there, and then defend full blocks, and I can even put a little more damage on this one. This is a turn where we might take a bunch of damage. Depends how we draw, though. I guess we're fine. Cool. Just full block. Surprisingly easy slime fight. And now I think I want to backflip. Yeah. The bouncing flask alone is basically enough to kill Hexaghost for us. So as long as we can make it there okay, we should be fine. Rough turn here. I guess I backflip for the draw. Want to kill the slime first. And I guess keep him weak in case we don't draw lethal next turn. Yeah, I think that's the right play. Maybe I wanted to weaken the mushroom. This is a rough turn though. Guess I have to YOLO bouncing flask and hope it hits where I want it to, which it already did not. Okay. Taking a bunch of damage here. Not looking good for my upgrade, although we could get a heal from an event. I also don't mind trying Hexaghost on really low health, so maybe we'll just do that anyway. I don't want any of these. And we get another bonus relic. Okay, Centennial Puzzle's pretty awesome. Definitely has some potential here. And honestly, none of these upgrades are really that great. So I'm just going to rest here and make sure we get to Hexaghost. And I'm glad I did with this jerk here. Could easily take a bunch of health off of us. The draws are unfavorable. Yeah, I guess we just leg sweep strike here. He's probably not going to get away with Noxious Fumes in play already. Although I definitely don't want him to get away, because I like my gold. Yeah. Alright, not bad. And again, these are not cards I need to be adding to the deck right now. So now I guess I upgrade. Masterful Stab's okay, although it can be too expensive to play in this fight very quickly. So I guess I go Noxious Fumes. Pretty rough start to the deck, honestly. Other than the Bouncing Flask, which we do get turn 1. That's very big. But yeah, other than the Bouncing Flask and the Preserved Insect, I'm not really super thrilled with what I have here. I think because I drew that poison turn 1, I don't need to spend the poison potion here. Although I could for safety. I feel like 29 health against Hexaghost is going to be enough. We'll see. I can always use it next turn. If things happen poorly. Which they didn't. I get to full block here, which is important for playing Masterful Stab. So I'm going to do that. And we get to play that. And this is a fine draw. Hopefully we get back to Bouncing Flask next turn. If we don't, I might need to invest that poison potion. Okay, we didn't. We do get to play Masterful Stab again, though. I mean, it's not the most useful potion. Maybe I could just use it here for safety. I think we're going to be okay, though. As long as I didn't draw Bouncing Flask there. If I drew that and was unable to play it, I definitely would have needed to use the poison potion. But now I think we're good. He's dead to poison before the Inferno turn. And look at this, I even redraw and get to play it again. Yeah. Glad I saved the potion, because we're fine. He can't kill me this turn. Although I did draw pretty horribly, but that's fine. We'll take a little damage. Win the fight. Don't know why I'm playing cards here. Because it's fun, that's why. It's fun to play cards. Okay. These are definitely not the rares I was hoping to see. I guess with our high cost, maybe Bullet Time's okay. This could also potentially be a good Snecko deck. So I'm going to take this Bullet Time and see what relics we get offered. We don't get the Snecko Eye. We do get Pyramid. No energy either, which is sad. I don't really like Sacred Bark in this position with no potion relics or no alchemize. So I guess it's going to be Astrolabe. Get rid of 3 strikes. Transform them into 3 upgraded cards. Hopefully they're good ones. Okay, not horrible. We have shivs now, which is kind of strange. And, you know, 0 cost terror is good for hand clog and for vulnerable. Could have been worse. Not the greatest thing. It's not, you know, the greatest thing would have been like well-laid plans, alchemize, something like that. We didn't get any of that. I guess I like this early shop and the path up the middle. We get a free chest before the Burning Elite, thanks to Tiny Chest. And then there's fires afterward. We can either take another elite or not. Yeah, let's try to knock out this Burning Elite this act. Because I really hate leaving the Burning Elite till Act 3. And I guess I just play everything here. Well, it's not the most beneficial thing. But at least Bullet Time got to do something. Sort of. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. I should not have drawn that Bouncing Flask when I couldn't play it. It tells me I need to use his Poison Potion. Or Chosen could take a lot of health off of us. Which honestly they could do anyway. Looks like they are. 13 here. Hopefully that's it. Thanks to Masterful Stab. Yeah. Definitely could have been worse, but we're fine. And we get a potion back, so that's good. Not any cards that I want. Absolutely not. Okay, I could buy a fairy for safety. I like footwork. Other than that, not a lot going on in the shop. Maybe with the couple Shiv cards I have now, Sling of Courage isn't bad. Pairs well with the Preserved Insect. I guess I can remove my last strike, though. That's never a horrible thing. Maybe since I'm already down to 1 strike, maybe I value footwork more than strike remove. I'm going to take footwork, and I guess then I can't afford Sling of Courage. Okay. I didn't want it anyway. It's not like I have a ton of physical attacks. It would have been helpful, though. Yeah, I guess I'll just remove a strike then. Concentrate is not very good without any retain. Yeah. Alright. Not the greatest shop. Ooh, we get Library, though. This is pretty cool. I'm definitely going to pick a card here over Healing. And I'm going to hope the Catalyst is here. Well-Laid Plans is here. Okay. Well-Laid Plans it is. It's an amazing power. Maybe the best in the game, depending on who you ask. If you ask me, I'm going to say it's the best in the game. And I think I have to take damage here to play this Bouncing Flask. Unfortunate. But important for the length of this fight. Now I guess I Leg Sweep and Noxious Fumes. Yeah. It's going to be really tough to get by on 3 energy. Especially with the expensive cards we have here. And Bullet Time showing up at inopportune times, as it always does. But at least we have Retain now, so maybe that Bullet Time's going to start doing something eventually. I sure hope it does. Unclear if it will. Okay. That fight could have gone a lot worse. These cards are not what I want. And we get to spin the wheel. Alright. 4 good outcomes here. Gold is cool. I wouldn't have minded a heal there. But gold is cool. And I think I need to rest before this elite. As much as it would be nice to greed an upgrade on well-laid plans or footwork. This is a burning elite. And we don't have the greatest potions. So I'm going to rest. And we get our free chest. Courier, that's awesome if we make it to another shop. That's potentially amazing. And look at these little guys. Why am I afraid of them? Well, because they can completely destroy me right now. Very easily. Feels like a bad enough first turn to Gamblers Brew. Gamble 4 here. Or I could just play the footwork and try to tough it out. Yeah, let's potentially gamble next turn when I have the extra energy from Happy Flower. So, I'm going to footwork, terror on this guy, cloak and dagger here, because he needs to be dead. And we take quite a bit. What's that, 15? And we already... That was the reason to gamble, is for Masterful Stab, so I could actually play it. Now I want to gamble to get bullet time, which I guaranteed do if I gamble 5. So what would I get rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess all the block can go since we're drawing all that block, right? So yeah. Get rid of well-laid plans, leg sweep, Sender's Bane, I guess Noxious Fumes, and Cloak and Dagger is technically better than Dagger Throw. So I guess get rid of Dagger Throw too. Okay. Now I can even draw and then play Bullet Time. And of course we get 2 wounds. Okay. Not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But at least we get to kill the back one before we play Bouncing Flask. And I guess we're killing the middle one second. It's not what I usually like to do. It's going to be a really hard fight. It's all going to come down to draw order at this point. I don't think I can even afford to play Noxious Fumes here. I just Dagger Throw. At least we get to lose a Sender's Bane. Taking more damage though. Oh boy. Guess maybe I should have used that other potion. Let's keep you weak. And full block. Oh my god. Yeah, this is not good. I should have used that other potion. Try to kill this front guy faster. I think it's a little late now though. He's still not dead though. All these wounds are horrible. Yeah, now I can't even play Masterful Stab. Well, it's going to be a miracle if we survive here. And it's not looking very survivable. Although I'm still alive, and I get to retain a wound. This is why I like to get the Burning Elite out of the way, Act 1, whenever possible. Because these guys are hard enough without the bonuses. And obviously I even have Preserved Insect here, and they still took how much health on me? A lot of health off of me. Okay, we get the Vajra. That's going to make our shivs a little better, I guess. So maybe I take a Blade Dance because of that. With 2 Cloak and Dagger pluses, and then maybe I could justify an accuracy. I guess so. I wouldn't mind another leg sweep, but the fact that we're on 3 energy makes it kind of hard to play. So, oh, we get Pantograph though. That's some nice healing. I don't see any way that I'm taking another elite right now. I think I'd rather just upgrade my powers here. And I'm going to try to limp through without resting at either of these fires. Because we just got Pantograph that's going to heal us before the boss. So, upgrade, I guess, Footwork first for survivability? I guess. And we get Ornamental Fan. Okay, that's great with the shivs. This is a scary fight. This feels like maybe it needs to be my fear potion. Because I want to tear the Chosen, but I also want to kill the front guy as fast as possible. So yeah, let's tear here. Okay, getting fumes down isn't bad. We're going to be at the mercy of the draw order, though. Could easily die in this fight. I guess we bullet time. Just so we can play everything. And I'm going to well-laid plans. Okay. A lot of dazed in the pile. Kind of need Chosen to be nice to us here. Okay, he's being nice. Thank you, Chosen. Much appreciated. Alright. Not dead yet. Certainly not encouraged, though. Okay. It's a miracle. We'll take it. I like miracles. And we do get a potion back, although it's not the greatest one. And look, here's an accuracy, and it's even upgraded. Cool. Piercing Whale wouldn't be bad either. But I need damage, and that accuracy is damage. Now I'm going to upgrade the well-laid plans. And probably bullet time before the fight. If there is a before the fight. We might just die here. At least bullet time's helping out. A little bit. Let me play everything. Oh, I played that in the wrong order, though. That was really stupid. Take 8 because... Oh, I just died because of that. Damn it. I hate dying to a misplay like that. But we'll run it back. I was super happy with that deck anyway. But I definitely could have taken it farther than I did. Okay. Rare colorless is always fun because I love Hand of Greed and Apotheosis. You have like a 1 in 5 chance of seeing those. So, because I think there's only like 15 rare colorless cards. Niall's Lament is good. Can help you get a run started fast. And remove's okay. Kind of boring. Kind of boring. At least I can get more elites. Although there's still not a lot of fires to be had on the Burning Elite path. But maybe if we get Apotheosis, that's okay. We have to go a ways with the curse. But only 2 combats, 2 events if we go that way. Let's see what the rare colorless card is. Okay, we get Hand of Greed. Give me that. I love Hand of Greed runs. And yeah, what was that curse? Ooh. Pain is tough. See, I should take more combats because of Hand of Greed to get more money before that shop. But I don't want to fight 3 combats with a Pain in my deck. Because that's just going to destroy my health. I'm going this way with the 2 shops, obviously, with Hand of Greed. And there are a lot of combats late. So maybe this will work out. Maybe. Maybe it won't, too. Yeah, give me 2 events, because I'm scared. Because of pain. Pain is a pain. And, yeah. Full block here. At least I can discard the... I can't discard the pain. Why would you ever be able to discard the pain? I'm not going to play this strike, because it hurts me to do so. And I guess I'll just strike here. Ideally, I'm killing this guy with Hand of Greed. And we do. Okay, cool. Take 1 damage to do it. But that's fine. With Hand of Greed, Calculated Gamble's pretty awesome. Acrobatics is good too, but give me the Calc Gamble. Uncommon card. It's a really strong one. I could transform the pain. That's funny. If you transform a curse, it transforms into a different curse, so that's not really worth doing. I guess transform a strike here. Okay, Eviscerate's not bad. It's good with the Calc Gamble. Not if you draw it alongside the Calc Gamble, but that's okay. That's going to incentivize, you know, prepared, all the draw discard stuff, having that in the deck. And those are some of my favorite builds to do, so I'm pretty happy to see that. And we do get the easy handed greed kill. I guess Sneaky Strike is also good with Count Gamble. Yeah, give me a Sneaky Strike. We need more damage than what we have. And let's see. I guess I eviscerate here. Oh, I don't eviscerate here because I want to defend. That's right. Yeah, gamble here. Maybe should have played that strike first. Definitely should have played that strike first. Hopefully we don't get punished for it. We didn't because I get to kill with Hand of Greed. Cool. So we made a bunch of money. I don't think I want any of these. And let's get this curse out of here. Oh my god, we can have Apotheosis. I can't afford Apotheosis and remove the curse, so. How long do I want to have a pain in my deck? Through the Burning Elite? That feels like crazy person thing to do. But I sure would like having this whole deck upgraded right now. And if I had one more gold, I could afford that footwork too. Well, it's a Hand of Greed run, right? That means I should be greedy. That's what I'm going to do. And now normally I would upgrade Hand of Greed first, but obviously we upgrade Apotheosis first. And then we count on this event to give me a free remove. This is not a free remove. This is more money. I'm going to take it. Could be going to our doom here. In fact, I'm almost certain we are. But it's fun, right? Treading towards my doom is fun. It's what I want to do. Okay. Is it worth neutralizing? Or do I just draw extra? I think I just draw extra. And I get to play Apotheosis, full block, and even do damage. Yeah, full block and strike. Hopefully we can kill with Hand of Greed here. Looks like I'll be able to. As long as I draw an attack alongside it, and I do. Yep. Nice. Start building up the money again. And here's a prepared. Okay, I definitely want that. And these are not the greatest potions to be fighting the Burning Elite with. Especially with the pain in your deck, because you're an idiot. God, I'm so stupid. I'm gonna believe that this is gonna be an easy Burning Elite. And there's gonna be a waffle in the shop. No, I can't do it. Let's fight a regular non-Burning Elite with the Nunchuck. And it is Gremlin Knob, so I'm really glad this is not the Burning Elite. Because we would likely just be dead. I guess Blessing the Forge isn't very useful. I think I need both these potions, honestly. Oh, look at this. A second Hand of Greed. Cool. Give me more damage. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill this guy. I think if it was the burning version of Gremlin Knob, I would just straight up be dead right now. But instead, I'm only kind of dead. And look at this. I get to kill him with Hand of Greed next turn. Which means I can even defend here and only take 4. What was I even afraid of? Could have just killed Burning Knob. War Paint, when you have Apotheosis, is probably the worst relic you could possibly see. Well, I guess Whetstone would be worse, huh? I don't want any of these. Doesn't matter what that hits. It would have been nice if it hit Calculated Gamble. But it did not. Okay, potentially a bunch more money here. That's cool. Let's prepare, try to get to the apotheosis faster. Okay, there's the apotheosis. Take 3 damage from pain, but at least I get to block most of the incoming damage. And now, how greedy do I want to be? I feel like with the pain in my deck, I should probably just kill this guy. Yeah. And maybe we can kill this one with Hand of Greed. And we can. Cool. Not bad. Yeah. If you know me, especially with the nunchuck, right? Nunchuck tells me to take this Blade Dance anyway. But I say that as if I wouldn't have just taken the Blade Dance in every other scenario, which I totally would have. And look at this. Now the footwork is back. I can buy footwork. I can finally get the pain out of my deck. Or I could just live with it with Blue Candle, which is hilarious. But I'm not going to do that, because that's crazy person talk. And maybe Discovery is worth buying here. Discovery is a powerful card. It can make anything in your deck for you at any time. And if we upgrade it before we play it with Apotheosis, and we can play it over and over, yeah, give me Discovery. And we do have to fight an elite, so I guess buy this potion for safety. Okay, I'm really glad that it is Lagavulin here. And I'm really glad that I drew Apotheosis turn 1. So that means I can Apotheosis, Discovery. I guess put a die in my deck. And then I'm going to calculate a gamble here to try to get the footwork in play. Yeah, so now we guaranteed draw footwork in the next 2 turns. So, cautiously optimistic that we're going to be able to win this. And I guess that draw is kind of rough. Let's go with it though. Would have been nice to see neutralize this turn. Okay. I could Survivor, Eviscerate, and Blade Dance. Feels like playing footwork is the more important thing here though. I do get to play Blade Dance for free because of the energy there. I don't know. Maybe missing Eviscerate is the wrong thing to do. Feels like I should have the footwork in play. But I also need to kill this guy kind of fast. I'm honestly not sure what the right move is. I guess since I have the defensive potion to block 4 for me, I'm going to push damage here. Not sure if that's the right play or not. Okay, I'm really glad I drew neutralize here though. So that means I can full block. I got to skip Sneaky Strike and Hand of Greed to do it though. Or I can use the potion and take 3. And then we're relatively safe next turn. Yeah, let's try that. I need to get as much damage in on this guy as fast as possible. Okay, and we do draw full block here, so that's good. Might even be able to win with Hand of Greed on this guy. Let's draw these. I don't think it's worth playing Discovery. Oh wait, but I get 2 anyway. Cool, Corpse Explosion. Now we guaranteed win next turn. Just a matter of, am I making money off this guy? So, what I can do, if I Blade Dance and Cal Gamble, we guaranteed get Hand of Greed. Cool. And I get money. And I get a Bottle Flame. Really rough relics. I guess I could bottle Hand of Greed. Don't know that I want to. Adrenaline's amazing. Give me Adrenaline. It feels like having Hand of Greed bottled isn't even worth it. Because you'd rather have it upgraded anyway. And we're kind of past the point in the game where it's going to one-shot stuff for me. So I'm going to skip this Bottle Flame. And hopefully I can survive against this jerk. We'll see. I can full block and eviscerate. So he's in hand to greed range. That's pretty cool. And I guess I just full block here too, yeah? I'm going to Blade Dance on him just to up the nunchuck. But I don't want to kill with strike. Cool. And I can even Apotheosis and get the more money from Hand of Greed. And another Blade Dance? Absolutely. Absolutely. So now, obviously, I rest here. Because we have Apotheosis. Our whole deck is upgraded as soon as we play that card. So there's no reason to greed upgrades here. I do think I want to get damage down, though. And since I can play this and it refunds the energy, we do that. I'd kind of like to play Footwork after it's upgraded. I feel like doing that with Discovery is unnecessary low. Let's see what Discovery has. Okay, Terror. Terror is going to make this fight go a whole lot better. And you know what? I'm just going to play the Footwork as is. Hopefully I don't regret it, but I think we'll be fine. Now I get to Apo and Adrenaline for more energy. That's great. And then I can even Survivor the Strike to Sneaky Strike. And I'm even going to be able to get bonus damage in here because of the Vuln. Now we should be pretty safe. With all the upgraded defense, I think we're going to be alright. Yeah, we full block here. I could Calc Gamble. I don't think it's really necessary. It's just going to draw me one that maybe I can play, maybe I can't. Now let's do it. It's not like I lose it. And it is bonus damage. Except I wasted my nunchuck, but guess I should have paid attention to that. Yeah, now 2 defense full blocks. I think we're pretty safe here. Ditch the strike, I guess. And the next attack is going to transform. I don't want to play Blade Dance here because it's going to waste the nunchuck. Okay, and I can just defend. I can take 1 to play Hand of Greed here. It's a lot of damage. Seems like a smart thing to do. Okay, this is a rough turn. Although I can just kill, can I? Yeah, and we're probably not going to get back around to Hand of Greed. So I'm just going to kill. End the fight. Another Blessing of the Forge. Which is basically worthless. Wraith Form's amazing, though. Give me Wraith Form. It's a no-brainer. You just take Wraith Form. These are not great endgame potions. So I don't think I want Sozu right now. As much as I would love the energy from Sozu. I guess I'm taking Slaver's Collar and we'll have energy in important fights at least. Really reliant on that nunchuck now to get my energy. Which just means I have to play a bunch of Blade Dances, right? I wanted to do that anyway. I like this path up the middle. You know, starting at the left, going to that first shop, taking elite, fire, and then another shop and maybe knock out the burning elite. You want to see a lot of shops with Hand of Greed for sure. I think Adrenaline here, and then Calc Gamble. Try to get the Apotheosis in play. And Sneaky Strike, Discovery. Okay, die is just damage, that's fine. Now what I really want to see more than anything is a Well-Laid Plans. Well-Laid Plans would be amazing here. Tough call. I could Wraith form here and be really safe for the next couple turns, but with this drop pile, I think I'm fine without Wraith forming. So I'm just going to defend Hand of Greed. Get the damage down. And yeah, we do draw full block here. Well, it's going to put Dazed in the drop pile. Hopefully we're okay with that. Oh, nice. And I get to kill with Hand of Greed. Awesome. Very easy chosen fight. And give me another footwork. Yeah. Then I don't mind playing one up unupgraded as much. Give me another footwork. Footwork's amazing. Make my blocks block more. Let's see. Survivor full block's one of them. I definitely want a Survivor to Sneaky Strike. But maybe I prepared first. We're also going to get energy back when I do that. So maybe I would rather have the cards in hand. Let's play one footwork, then Survivor this way. Then Sneaky Strike, Blade Dance. And I guess prepared here. Lets me full block. Cool. See what Discovery has for me. Oh, Corpse Explosion. That's awesome. That's going to make this fight a lot easier. I think that means I want to put 4 damage here. Actually, no. What I want to do is I want to use this potion right now. Take 0 damage in this fight. Get all my gold back, and definitely give me a backflip. With all the footwork I have, I want all the backflips I can get my hands on. I don't want bites. Although they would be upgraded bites. 20 max health is a lot. And the way we're blocking, I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. And plus we have Wraith form. I refuse your bites, sir. And, oh my god, okay. This is amazing. Can I afford orange pellets and well-laid plans? 35. I can. Right? Tell me I'm not one short. Definitely buying orange pellets because we have Wraith form. So that allows you to get rid of the debuff, the Dex down debuff, which makes that a lot easier to play. And yeah, I can afford well-laid plans, so I'm going to do that too. Amazing shop. I don't think I could have asked for anything better. Apparitions. We already have the Wraith form. And that's, again, a lot of max HP to lose. So I'm going to refuse. And let's see how this elite goes. I guess I need Discovery to give me something cool. Accuracy and After Image would both be pretty cool here. I think I value the damage from accuracy more than the block from After Image. So give me that. Now I think I just Wraith form Blade Dance here. Because Blade Dance is a attack and a skill together, which is going to allow me to get rid of all the debuffs. And look at this, I can even block if I want to. Although I think doing damage is more important than blocking 3. We do want to win this fight as quickly as possible. Because we only have 2 turns of Wraith form. Even though we're not getting Dex down from it. Still something to be mindful of. Now I think I count gamble here. Because not blocking at all sounds horrible. That allows me to Sneaky Strike. I guess backflip here, because we're already full blocking. And I'm killing with Hand of Greed next turn. So put my damage there. We also get bonus energy this turn. Ooh, Maybe it's worth using a potion. Maybe I just take 7 though. That sucks, drawing 3 wounds here. If I had 2 potions right now, I'd probably use that potion, but since it's my only one, I think I'm going to save it. 7 isn't the worst thing in the world. And hopefully that's all we're going to take here. Can I just kill with Eviscerate? Not quite. But I can full block and Eviscerate. So I guess do that. Maybe we'll get more money out of this jerk. Guess footwork, backflip. Now just well-laid plans. Oh yeah, we got a ways to go to get back to that hand of greed, don't we? Well, no reason to kill him if I don't have to. Again, I can full block with the defend. So I'll hold these this time so I can kill him if I absolutely need to. And we get hand of greed. Cool. Being greedy paid off. And we get healing from potions. So I'm glad I saved that potion. And sometimes a little poison isn't the worst thing in the world. Maybe I should take this bouncing flask. Very helpful in the late game to get persistent damage down on heart or to just to remove debuffs. I'm going to take this bouncing flask. It's a really good card. And now we're going to rest and take another elite. And it's Book of Stabbing. Okay. Pretty rough turn 1 too. Very rough turn 1. I don't want to use a potion this turn because it's kind of wasteful. Because I don't need the healing from it yet. So I guess we're just taking a bunch of damage here. And we'll reevaluate the potion situation this turn. Hopefully after we see Apotheosis. Which we have not yet seen. It's footwork, backflip. See what we draw. Okay, I'm going to gamble here. We do get the Apo. We don't get any block, though. So I think now I use the skill potion. Okay, these are not the skills I was hoping to get. I guess give me prepared. Or bullet time for a later turn. No, give me prepared. Okay, and I did draw block, so I'm glad I did it that way. Now I think what I do is I just defend well-laid plans. Hold on to these. The only reason I can take this fight so slow is because we have Wraith form. Which I probably use now since he's doing the big hit. And I have power attack skill in hand. Yeah, let's do that. So, Wraith form, discovery, backstab's fine. Better than fine, actually. It's damage. And I guess hold Survivor Sneaky Strike, because we need to get damage going. This guy won't let you hang around forever. Now I guess I play Footwork. Get rid of the defend. Play this. And these. Having this well-laid plans is going to make it a lot easier to land hand of greed too. Hopefully. Really rough draw here though. And I think I actually just need to play this for damage. So, hold the wounds. My little security wounds here. And now, backflip. Do I trust discovery? I guess so. Shouldn't have trusted discovery. Give me another prepared. I guess Noxious Fumes is fine. So now I just full block. Play these. hold these. I think I have the damage to kill this turn. With prepared, I do. The Viscerate costing 1. Yeah, we're good. No Hand of Greed, but that's fine. You have to respect him. He's a jerk. And with 2 footwork in the deck, I feel like Blur is amazing. So give me Blur. I would take more of those. And let's see. I guess I want to go right. Get the event after the chest and then a fire. And then go into that shop. The decent amount of money. And see if we can handle the Burning Elite. Lantern's very good. Especially on Silent. Silent loves Lantern. It's a little late to be face trading. I'm just going to take the money for the HP. Since we're resting here anyway. Yeah, we're resting. Even though we don't get the full heal from the rest. It's still worth doing. More so than upgrading cards that don't really need to be upgraded, right? And if Apotheosis would ever like to get off the bottom of the deck, I would be totally fine with that. But you can't have everything. Hope I didn't need to play, it is on the bottom too. Hope I didn't need to play Wraithform there. I don't think I did. We'll see though. At least I'm overblocking this turn. Ooh. Alright. Discovery's gonna bail me out, surely. I guess give me a well-laid plans. Help me activate the Sneaky Strike here. Not this turn, I'm not, though. We get a refund from Blade Dance. So that's worth playing. And does Eviscerate kill you? No. No, it does not. So I guess I just double block here. Hold the Eviscerate. So hopefully it's going to kill next turn. Okay, we can at least play it cheaper with Survivor here. Still doesn't kill though, does it? This is a rough fight when it gets out of hand. Which it kind of is doing to me right now. Guess I'd rather hold the defend for next turn. Discard that. Play this here. Take 21. God, these guys suck so much. I don't get to remove the debuffs, but I don't think it's going to matter here. I need to stop taking damage first and foremost. So hopefully I can kill that back one in 3 turns. I could try to Hand of Greed here on the front one. That seems a little greedy though. A little too greedy. Even for me. Because we just need damage. So, Blade Dance and Strike here. And now I kill the back one with Hand of Greed. So we at least get 25 bucks out of this. Horrible, horrible fight. And now we have 2 poison potions. And a Crippling Cloud. Maybe not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I'll take it. Another source of weaken is a good thing to have. And look at this. We get Preserved Insect back. That seems like a no-brainer. And another backflip. And another backflip. Alright. I'm going to take this Burning Elite. Could be the death of us. But we have Preserved Insect. Look how small he is. He's just a little guy. Of course he's attacking turn 1. Do I just double Poison Potion here? Seems reasonable. I'm going to neutralize him first and then Count Gamble. And we'll see how the draw goes. Definitely Blade Dance this guy. Okay. Am I gonna kill him fast enough? In 2 turns, it seems impossible that I kill him that fast. So I think what I do here is use both the poison potions and block as much as possible. Because again, the Apotheosis just glued to the bottom of the deck. Wouldn't have it any other way. Do I trust Discovery here? I mean, I guess I have to play Discovery, right? Because everything else is 2 cost. Yeah. Cool. Give me die. We don't have to worry about taking the damage from this jerk, and I can get Bouncing Flask down on this guy. And hopefully we can handle this fight from here. Hopefully. Definitely backflip. Hand of Greed you. Well-laid plans. Hold these, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't attack this turn. And he didn't. Thank you, Gremlin Leader. Very considerate. He's a swell guy, that Gremlin Leader. I don't care what they say about him. Okay. We win the fight next turn. Possibly even with Hand of Greed. But if not, I don't care. I'm just happy he's dead. I can even go looking for Hand of Greed a little bit, but we didn't get it. That's fine. We won the fight. We get a Relic, a Strike Dummy, which I guess isn't horrible. We have 4 strikes left in the deck. Cunning Potion, it's cool. And give me an Acrobatics. I've been waiting to see one of those. Because card draw gets you to your Apotheosis faster. And I'm going to rest, because no reason not to. You could argue maybe upgrade some of the powers so I can play them before we see Hand of Greed, or before we see Apotheosis rather. But I don't think it's super necessary right now. Let's see. I think I'd play Crippling Cloud, and that allows me to Survivor to full block, and I guess just Footwork. Keep him weak. Like to keep Discovery around, if at all possible. Blade Dance refunds energy, but I don't think I want it to yet. So I'm just going to strike here. Save the Nunchuck for a more important turn, when hopefully there's some blocking to be done or something. Again, Apotheosis being faithfully glued to the bottom of the deck. I'm going to Blade Dance Cal Gamble here to try to get Apotheosis, hopefully, and literal bottom 3 cards of the deck. Well, what do we think? Is Adrenaline going to draw it for me or no? It did. Not a moment too soon. Now I just Footwork backflip. Take 1. I can live with 1. Okay. Now I Acro here, since we don't need to block. That gets us Well-Laid Plans. Discovery. Sure, let me Doppelganger for next turn. And then hold these, I guess. I'd like to get a bunch of poison built up on this guy before we get him to half health. So hopefully that's something we can accomplish. Also really important to get these shivs out of the deck. So now I can full block. I can even Blade Dance. Bouncing Flask first. Full block and play both the Blade Dances. Oops. Oh well. I'm just going to play these backflips every chance I get. Because the goal here is to get back to Bouncing Flask. And honestly, Discovery. keep playing Discovery until it gives me something cool. I guess hold these. God, it sucks when he does metallicize a bunch. Yeah, let's Discovery. Okay, Burst. Burst is an awesome thing to have in this deck. I think that means that he will be under half health after next turn. So we want to start outputting damage as much as possible. And I'm probably going to hold the Wraith for him from here on out. So this is good. It allows me to eviscerate and triple strike. And hold these. I'm trying to do my worst, buddy. Alright, I like the fact that I'm going to have a lot of block built up here. Blade Dance refunds energy, so no reason not to play it. Even though it doesn't do damage. Discovery is going to be super cool right now and give me a Catalyst. No. Another Bouncing Flask, though. Or another Well-Laid Plans? I think I value having another Bouncing Flask in the deck more. Plus, get his damage as high as we possibly can. Or as low as we possibly can, rather. Maybe I want to save block for next turn. Like Blur Defend here. Or do I want 9 more damage from this strike? It's not like we're killing him next turn. I'm going to hold these. Yeah. So now we need to Bouncing Flask again. But hopefully I can Wraith form here. And it looks like I can. And I can purge the debuffs from Wraith form with the Blade Dance. Because we do power, skill, attack. Now all I have to do is draw one of those Bouncing Flasks and burst it. And we win the fight. And here it is. Cool. So, there's 24 poison for your stupid face. And now I'm just going to defend here. Because obviously I can't get past his block. Let's hold these. Maybe I can kill him with Hand of Greed even. We'll see how it goes. Got another turn to mess with it. Just Bouncing Flask here. I guess if I strike twice, there's a chance I can get past his block with the Hand of Greed. Yeah, I think I do. Yep. Cool. Very good champ fight. Lost 1 health. And this is a tough call, actually. I feel like the damage from Phantasmal Killer would be very warranted. But After Image is After Image. And we have Shivs. After Image is amazing, right? And honestly, who wouldn't want another Adrenaline? Everybody wants as many Adrenaline as possible. I wish I could take all of these. The question is, what do I need more, defense or offense? And I feel like the answer might actually be offense. Because we don't have any buffs to Shivs. We have the Strike Dummy, which is about all our damage bonuses here. I'm going to take this Phantasmal Killer. I'm not sure if it's the right call or not. And we already have Well-Laid Plans. So I feel like Pyramid is unnecessary. Busted Crown does give me the energy I want. And maybe we have everything we need to win in this deck. What would I like to see added? I mean, Discovery could theoretically make everything I want to see added, right? I'd really like to see Catalyst to go with the Bouncing Flask. That'd be really nice. Or an Accuracy for more damage with the Blade Dances. I don't know. Maybe we could work around the curse with the Calling Bell. I mean, the deck's pretty big. 1 curse isn't going to kill us. But what is going to kill me is only having 3 energy per turn. So I think I take Busted Crown here. Once again, get to be a Busted King. And you can see I'm really glad I'm not on pure shivs right now, because Time Eater would destroy us if that were the case. So now we're really going to want to see a catalyst, which is going to be hard since we took Busted Crown. But at least we have some poison. Kind of rough Act 4 layout here. Although I guess there's 3 elites up the side, but then I don't get any shops other than this one early one. Kind of like a later shop, but I guess if I go to that late shop, I'm getting at most 1 elite. And that doesn't seem good. So I guess I'm going to start here, go to this early shop, and we'll veer right to get a bunch of elites. I'm just going to count gamble here, since I'm not getting attacked. And I guess backflip twice. Okay, there's Apo. Cool. Means I can adrenaline, get my energy back. Obviously, we play Phantasmal. And I feel like maybe just see where Bouncing Flask hits. Or do I acro looking for the powers to get those in play? Let's acro first. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I did that, because now I got well-laid plans. And probably just Crippling Cloud this turn. Neutralize here. Hold, I guess defend Blade Dance. Yeah, I guess defend Blade Dance. I would have liked to hold more defense, honestly, because they're probably all attacking this turn. But Blade Dance does have boosted damage from Phantasmal. So I think I can kill this one doing 8/2. Hopefully I can. Not quite. No, I can. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see. Now Survivor Blur full blocks. It does. And I just hold these. Okay, and I get another turn off, which is cool. Blade Dance refunds energy, so we play that. Play both footworks. And I guess just Sneaky Strike. So that one dies. Hold Wraith Form, so nothing bad happens. Hopefully. Okay. Prepared this turn is great, because that means I can play Sneaky Strike and Eviscerate. And I guess I can kill the front one with Blade Dance, yeah. So let's Eviscerate here. And I can't full block. Can I kill? I can't kill either without using a potion. That's okay. Take 2 isn't the end of the world. Alright, and once again, Blade Dance giving us energy back. And I kill this guy, which means I can just acro, look for damage, or just Bouncing Flask maybe. Let's see if we get damage. Look at that. Hand of Greed. Gotta love it. And an energy potion's pretty nice here. I don't want a skewer. Not an unupgraded skewer. See what the shop has for us. Alchemize is really, really strong. Like, really, really strong. Because of the healing we get from potions. So definitely give me Alchemize here. And I guess that's all I can afford to buy, but you do a lot worse than Alchemize. And all my gold is 37 gold, so take it. I don't need it. I guess with our healing now, I can afford to look at 3 of these. Colorless cards can be really good. Oh yeah, but I have Busted Crown. I always do that. I always forget that I have Busted Crown before I take this. But I'm not super mad that I did, because apparently Busted Crown isn't a debuff. We just got Master Strategy and a second Discovery. And I think there's too many attacks in my deck for Impatience to be any good, so I'm not going to bother with that. But 2 out of 3 awesome cards is not a bad thing. See, the busted crown never lets you down. It's busted in the good sense, in that it's OP. Okay. And I think I'm just going to play well-laid plans here. Take a little damage. This is fine. Hold the backflip and the master strat. Because we have healing with our potions now. So play both footworks and adrenaline. Then we phantasmal, backflip. That full blocks, even with the burn. So now I guess I can strike discovery. Yeah, see, if discovery is super cool and gives me a catalyst in the important fights, we're not going to have any problems at all. I mean, I say that. We're still on Ascension 20. There's still plenty of problems to be had. In fact, as there's so many problems that I Wraith form here, I think I probably should. I want to get to the Alchemize. And I think I can kill here with Blade Dance since we have Phantasmal active. Maybe not quite. No, 18 times 3 does it. Do I want to miss the Alchemize here? Seems worth it to play the Wraith form and wait for Alchemize to get the health from the potion. So we'll just put him in range of almost being dead. Yeah, we guaranteed dry Alchemize next turn. Cool. And we're actually going to heal here from the potion. The only question is, which potion do I want to use? Guess I'll use the energy potion. Save the damage potion for a time when I really need it. And I don't want a finisher. We do have Blade Dances and Retain. And with the Phantasmal Killer, this can hit like a truck. And I do feel like I need more damage in this deck, so I'm going to take it. Again, just taking cards with Busted Crown like it's a thing to do. Now let's take this Elite. This guy shouldn't be too much trouble, especially when you get Apo turn 1. Love to see that. Crippling Cloud is good here. Master Strat. I want to get the powers in play, so I'm going to count Gamble here. Yeah, I'm glad I did that because that gives me Adrenaline. Well-laid plans, Phantasmal. Backflip. Blur. Play these. And now I get to do a big old finisher. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, 5/20. Not bad. Poor little giant head, never stood a chance. Nightmare? Okay. Sure. Make me much of... I should have healed with that Nightmare. Held on to it and Nightmared Alchemize. I was just so excited. I couldn't believe my eyes, what I saw. Probably not going to matter. It looks like we're healing pretty close to full here anyway. So I guess I just play the footworks. Let's backflip. Huh. Weird turn here. Guess I'll just Blade Dance. It's another thing I forgot about is since I have orange pellets, I can save the strength from this potion for a full fight. So that's a really strong potion. So I guess maybe what I should do is just Cunning Potion right now and Alchemize here. And then I'm going to hold Wraith form and I guess defend. Doesn't really matter. So we should be able to kill this guy in 3 turns. Yeah, I'd say so. So, Wraith form, Blade Dance, defend, play the shivs, and then Phantasmal and hold these for next turn. When we should be killing. We did draw Survivor, that's great. That means I can Sneaky Strike here. And I can play all this, right? Yep. So neutralize, blur, strike, eviscerate kills. Not a bad fight. And I got a potion belt. That's amazing. And a distilled chaos to go with it. And a piercing whale. I'll say it again. Busted Crown is just amazing. You just get good cards anyway. I guess I can recall here since we only have 3 health. I need to rest for that. And seeing as how well that elite went, I guess I take another one. Necromancer can be a bit of a jerk. We'll see how things go, I guess. Let's master strategy first. This feels like a good calc gamble. When your hand is practically full. Apotheosis first is fine. Didn't draw any block, notably. So I guess I Wraith Form here. Can we kill this guy in 3 turns? Maybe. We'll try it. And I didn't even see that potion. Good lord. Entropic Brew. So in addition to being 4 additional potions for us, that is 20 health. Not bad. Oh, we get Terror. Cool. That tells me to hold this Eviscerate for next turn. So I guess I just play Footwork here. Oh, I don't have Well-Laid Plans in play. I guess that's the reason to take a Pyramid, is so you don't have to worry about getting the power in play. And playing Phantasmal this turn does nothing for us. So, not going to do that. Hopefully we get the Retain, which we didn't. That's a shame. Alright, and of course he does a big hit the second my Invulnerable wears off. He's a jerk like that. But at least I full block him. I'm not going to Blade Dance here because it would up my Nunchuck at a time when that's useless to me. And yet, Phantasmal showing up on the wrong turn for this guy. What are you going to do, though? I'm just going to draw a bunch to try to play more attacks here. Yeah, guess I'm not doing that. It's okay, though. And we get the Specimen, which is definitely not a very useful relic. Do I want an attack potion? I don't think it's as good as the other potions that I have. I would like a Deflect. Yeah. Again, just getting amazing card rewards from Busted Crown. Gotta love it. And I wish I could take Thread and Needle, but we need the key. Falling. Buy Sneaky Strike. Phantasmal Killer and Footwork are way more important than you, so. Sorry. Bottled Tornado. Well, it's not the Bottled Apotheosis that I asked for, but it is a Bottled Well-Laid Plans. So I'm pretty happy to see that. Now I think that means I want to upgrade Well-Laid Plans, which I'm going to do at this fire right here. So we can always have the upgraded version of it in play at turn 1. Pretty good. And now, a lot of incoming damage this turn, which is scary. Apparently everybody needed to attack on turn 1. Oh, but I got a Piercing Well, so I don't even care. What's incoming now? 15? We can do 15. I can even play Discovery and do 15. And give me an Accuracy. Because we do need to kill the Exploder in a timely manner here. Before he explodes for 30 on us. But as long as we draw a Blade Dance. As long as we draw a Blade Dance, that's going to be just fine. I guess I Phantasmal. If I play Blade Dance, my hand's going to be full. But I'm thinking about using Distilled Chaos here. I'd like to defend first in case an attack hits the Spiker, so let's do that. Sure. Give me another one of those. And discard that, I guess. So now I alchemize. Another strength potion. That's crazy. And we're fine here, right? Yeah, we're not taking any damage. And I could Crippling Cloud here. But we have Phantasmal in play, right? Yeah, next turn's Phantasmal Killer. So I was thinking about doing chip damage to kill the Exploder with Hand of Greed next turn. But I don't even need to do that, so I can afford to play Crippling Cloud here. Retain the Hand of Greed. And we kill him next turn with that. We might even be able to greed a bunch more money here for Act 4. Although I don't know that I'm necessarily going to try that. Because these guys adding a bunch of days gets kind of annoying. So I think I'm just going to kill them. And, yeah, I guess just play all of these. Because the Specimen is actually doing work. Weird. Weird for the Specimen to be helping me. I guess it is, though, huh? And yeah, there's no way we get back to Hand of Greed. Although I guess I could try it. What's it gonna hurt? He's dead anyway. Okay. Acro. That's not Hand of Greed. And if I backflip, I can't play it. So it doesn't matter. Perfectly fine. Don't want a Poison Stab. Finally, we get a bad card from Busted Crown. And we get to fight a tiny little Reptomancer. This seems like maybe a reasonable time to use one of those flex potions. Even though I don't need the healing from it yet. Let's see what this draws. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm not going to Wraith Form right away. And it's not the end of the world if I lose a little health in this fight, because we're resting after this anyway. Do I just play both footworks? I guess I do this, 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 and this. Hold my defend. We do take 6. Oh, and the Specimen's helping out with the Reptomancer. That's pretty cool. This feels like I'm gonna Piercing Wail, and then I'm gonna Count Gamble. Okay, neutralize you. Backflip here. Still no Apotheosis in sight. That's okay. I didn't want it anyway. Let's see. So 8x4 kills you. So let's do that. And then I'm just going to Survivor here. Take 0. Not bad. And the poison went to the dagger. That's funny. So now I just need to block, yeah? And finally Apo shows its face. And I can full block easily with Blur. So let's Discovery. Guess give me another footwork. And just strike here. No reason not to. Okay. Now I guess I will use one of these flex potions. For the health. Not that it really matters. I actually don't mind the energy potion here though. Pretty good potion. And I get the Hand of Greed. It's a little extra money. Happy Flowers, awesome. And yeah, I'll be able to restock potions in Act 4 if I need to. I guess I don't really need to rest for 1, do I? So what would I upgrade? Wraith Form? Wraith Form just in case? Yeah, let's do that. Just in case I draw it before Apotheosis and I absolutely need to play it. Which could be the case against the Heart. Because a lot of times you want to save Wraith Form for a later cycle when he does like giant damage. But sometimes you just want to get past the debuffs, which happen on the first cycle. So we're basically just poisoning this guy. I don't want to play too many cards because I don't want him to start scaling his strength too much. So I think I just play this here. Let's hold the deflect and the footwork. I'm going to try to hold off on playing footwork till it gets upgraded by apotheosis. And once we do that, we should be able to outscale this guy pretty easily. Let's master strat. Okay, there's Apo. Perfect. That means I can footwork. And then, let's see. I guess deflect, defend, bouncing flask. And I'm going to hold this and this. And I might need that energy potion to bail me out on a turn here. Having footwork down already is great, though. And yeah, I'm going to try to keep playing Discovery as much as possible. I guess another deflect is fine. Because I'm hoping it's going to give me Catalyst. And now that I have 2, that's like twice as likely, right? Okay, another Wraith form is funny. Actually, so is another footwork. Yeah, give me another footwork. We'll just keep scaling our defense. And we're pretty much full blocking this next turn, so I don't mind being left on 3 cards here. Although he's doing a big multi-hit. But I have neutralize, so that's fine. Take 1. I can live with 1. Let's bouncing flask. And I'm not going to Discovery because I won't get to play the card from Discovery. So I guess just defend here. Give me Survivor Discovery. I'm not even worried about Phantasmal Killer because I'm just trying to kill him with poison. It's the easiest way to do it. And I don't think... I'd like to save the Wraith form for a time when he's really scaling. Ideally phase 2. Or possibly not at all. Let's see what Discovery has. Noxious Fumes is going to be really helpful as far as killing him with poison is concerned. And I think I just defend Survivor here. Hold Alchemized Wraith form for safety. So now poison goes up instead of down, so that's good. Still want to try to play as many bouncing flasks as I can, though. So I guess gamble here. Yeah, gamble here. Get back to my block cards. I'll play the Eviscerate, because that's good damage. And then, yeah, backflip. Blur. And I guess just defend. Since we're saving our block. I could even play 2 more. I feel like being left on 2 is not the greatest thing. So let's play both deflects here. Hold the Acro so I can get back to Bouncing Flask. Play Discovery again. Yeah, retain 3. Why not? I'm really hoping that Discovery is going to give me a Catalyst and make this really easy for me. Hasn't happened yet, though. I guess just hold block cards. Because we're letting poison do its thing. Okay. That neutralize helping out a lot, too. So I think that's my only source of weaken other than the Crippling Cloud. Block 45 is pretty easy here. I'd like the Discovery, too, though. Another Wraith form, sure. Not going to play it, though, am I? No, because I don't have an attack in hand. So let's just defend, defend, deflect. Hold the prepared in the good Wraith form. Which I might actually need to play this turn since I left myself on 2 cards. We'll see, though. The problem with that is, though, is that I can't power attack skill here. So I really shouldn't do that. Looks like I'm taking a bunch of damage this turn. So I'll just defend, eviscerate, I guess. Hold the strike, I guess. Just so I can power attack skill here. Activate orange pellets. Although now he's clearing his debuffs. So I guess it's good that I don't have Bouncing Flask right now. So let's just build up some block for next turn. Just play 3 cards. Hold these, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Now he's healing. This might be a time for a power potion. We definitely need a bouncing flask here. I want a discovery first in case we get burst, though. We didn't get burst. We didn't get anything really helpful. So, I don't know what. Sure, give me a power. Why not? Let's see here. So, bouncing flask. I'm already full blocking. Right? Yeah. So there's no reason to do anything else here. Hold Wraith Form and Blade Dance, because that's a guaranteed way to activate orange pellets. And again, I'm going to trust Discovery is going to give me... Okay, Envenom is funny. Sure, I guess that's more poison. Play this, 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 and this. Okay, there's Bouncing Flask again. That's good. Probably need a Wraith Form. So I think that tells me this is my Energy Potion turn. So, use the Energy Potion. Bouncing Flask is a skill. Wraith Form is a power. And I guess I can even afford to do a big finisher here. So let's do that. It's going to be nice with the Envenom too. Alright. Looks like we're beating Time Eater. Took more damage than I would have liked, but... Oh, and I do get to alchemize. That's awesome. Okay, not the greatest potion. It can help, though. And I guess we're saving blocks, so just deflect here. Hold acro prepared, I guess. Doesn't really matter. We're just letting the poison do its job. And he's dead in 2 turns now. Maybe he's dead this turn. Yeah, I didn't get to kill him with Hand of Greed, but I don't care. Time Eater sucks. You can easily end your run. And I even accidentally set up the Nunchuck pretty good. And now we don't have to face Awaken One, so that's amazing. I would much rather face Donu Deka all day long. So I think what I'm going to do is the Blade Dance trick. Where I play Well-Laid Plans, play Blade Dance, and then gamble the Blade Dance. To get me closer to Apotheosis. Now I'll Adrenaline. I guess I can afford to burn one of the discoveries. But do I need to? I think the most important thing here is Crippling Cloud to get rid of their artifact. So let's do that. Then I'm going to backflip. Still no sign of Apotheosis. That's fine though. Again, we can afford to rest after this fight, so I'm not super concerned about it. What I am going to do is use the Fear Potion here, though, since I'm eviscerating. And then, I guess just block twice. Hold Wraith Form Discovery, maybe? Yeah, we're taking some damage here, but that's fine. And we'll get back to that Apotheosis when we can play it for free. Yeah, I would really like it if Apotheosis showed up here. Guess they're being shy, though. Is it so bad that I need a Wraith Form right now? Maybe. I'd kind of like to do it later in the fight, if at all possible. See what Discovery has to say. Ooh, Adrenaline. Thank you, Discovery. And that got me Apotheosis. Alright, best Discovery ever. Now I can just footwork. Deflect, defend, survivor, play the strike, hold the Wraith Form for a turn when I really can't block. Okay. Definitely want to acro here. I don't want a Bouncing Flask until there's only one of them, ideally. So let's see here. I'm going to backflip because I want to block anyway. Seems as good a turn as any for piercing whale. Let's do that. I'm basically full blocking, which means I don't need these defends. I guess I want you weaken next turn. And obviously I want to put my damage on Donu anyway. I guess I don't mind defending once here. Play the blade dances. Wish I had room in hand so I didn't have to discard the shiv. It'd be really cool if we got like a corpse explosion from Discovery. Always makes this fight go a lot easier when you get one of those. Okay, not the greatest potion. Not the greatest turn in general, really. I guess I full block with 3 defends, though. So no need to panic Wraith form just yet. Their strength is going to start scaling fast, though. Yeah, I feel like I need a big turn with Phantasmal Killer next turn. I like the bonus energy here. So I'm just going to blur Survivor the Wraith form away. Take a little bit of damage. Hold the finisher for next turn with Phantasmal Killer. And maybe I use an attack potion here. Yeah, because there's no blade dances to be seen. Let's see what Discovery gives me. Terror's pretty awesome here. And yeah, this is definitely an attack potion turn. Predator's great because I need draw. And now this kills. Awesome. Alright, just one guy to deal with. He's not going to get any stronger. He's scaled as much as he can now that Donu's gone. There's our Wraith form back that I do want to hold as a little security blanket in case anything bad wants to happen. And now we only have to worry about blocking every other turn. So that's pretty awesome. I guess this refunds energy. Might as well play it. And now I'm just going to hold these. Really just want to play Bouncing Flask. But we're pretty safe. Wraith form in hand. Not a lot can go wrong from here. There's a Bouncing Flask. Awesome. Guess I should have discovered first, but I don't think it's going to matter. Sure, give me a little more poison. Speed up the process here. And now I can defend, Predator, deflect, hold this and this, I guess. Okay, rough turn for Phantasmal. But I do get to save a bunch of block, right? So let's just do that. I'm going to let the Wraith form go for now. Hold these. And then I'm going to Phantasmal next turn. And try to do a bunch of damage the following turn. So, play this. I guess I should just hold a strike with it. Because why not? Double damage is double damage. Okay, and we got the Blade Dances this time, which is exactly what I wanted. With Phantasmal active. Can't quite kill with Hand of Greed. Maybe we can next turn, though. Yeah, we definitely can next turn. Cool. Didn't even need the Wraith form here. Did I speak too soon? 19 and 7. It's too much damage for me to kill. Oh, but I got a Predator. Cool. Alright, little extra money going in the last shop. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe we'll see some Ghost in a Jar, or who knows? Could be anything. Hopefully I can afford whatever awesome things are in the shop. And I don't think it's worth upgrading anything here. I'm just going to rest. Going at full health. Clockwork Souvenir is pretty cool. I know we already have orange pellets, so it's kind of redundant. Maybe flex potion's good. That way I can burn one on shield and spear to help me kill them faster. I really like the other 3 potions against heart. And I'm going to play alchemize, right? So yeah, give me this. I actually wouldn't hate having a swift potion. But maybe it's not necessary. I also like the idea of buying this noxious fumes. It's another power to activate orange pellets with. And it strips artifact of return against the heart, which is important to get my piercing wail down when I need it. So give me noxious fumes. Now let's see if we can take Act 4. It's always super nerve-wracking trying to beat this shit on Ascension 20. It's very difficult. Let's see. And yeah, I said I was going to do it, so let's do it. So let's use the flex potion here, even though it wastes health, because I can power attack skill this turn. So power attack you. I think attack them is right. And then skill the bouncing flask. Okay, that could have hit better. It's fine though. You almost always take some damage to these guys. Unless you draw like the most optimal of turns. Which this certainly is not. Holy shit. Looks like I'm taking a lot more than 6 damage. Is this bad enough to use a power potion here? It's definitely bad enough to use a gambler's brew. So let's do that. I guess I hold the deflect. Not great. Didn't get any block, really. Definitely want to be facing this way, though. Take a bunch of damage. Alright, now I think I absolutely have to Wraith form. Wraith form and pray is the name of the game. And I need to piercing wail here so I can power attack skill. So let's do that. Wraith form, piercing wail, strike. Very rough draw order. Very tough start to this fight. Other than seeing the apotheosis early, there's not a lot good I can say about this. But we're going to try. I've done the heart taking 0 damage before, so it's possible. If not likely. It's a thing that can happen. So let's master strat. Really would have liked to see the adrenaline here. I guess I gamble for it. Feel like I kind of have to. Okay. Ditch these. Play that there. Discovery. Okay. I guess take riddle with holes for the damage. Or he's weak. I could take heal hook and draw more. Yeah, draw more. Refund energy. Okay. I wanted to play this finisher, but I think it's better to gamble here. Get back to my other damage. Maybe I can afford to backflip first. See what I get from backflip. Okay, yeah, now I have to gamble. Blade Dance is good. And I'm kind of reliant on Discovery here, aren't I? Another heal hook. Discovery just thinks I love heal hooks. Okay, we got Eviscerate. That's big. And I can even play that. Alright. Looks like we're at least going to win this fight. Although it definitely could have gone better. 12 HP is not a lot to carry me through the heart. But like I said, and we got our flex potion back. That's funny. I don't want to dodge and roll. Alright. Well, the good news is we're not wasting any healing from our potions, right? And I do have power attack skill in hand. So we're going to get 10 10 strength for this whole fight. So drink this, use this. Bonus Wraith form. Keeps us safe for 2 turns. And we automatically clear the debuff from it. Except one of those turns is this turn, which is unfortunate. Is that going to be more useful than 2 decks, though? Maybe. It's definitely safer. Give me the Wraith form. So, that means I can skill, power, attack. And then let's see what's in these. Oh my god, we got a fairy. Well, we have a prayer. I feel like maybe I should use this snake oil right now. Although if it makes piercing whale 2 or 3 cost, I'm going to be really sad that I did that. So maybe let's wait until we get a bad draw. I'm just going to defend here. Hold both of these. And block potions could keep us safe the turn after this one, when it is going to be the big hit. A little unfortunate there. But I can at least apotheosis, footwork, defend, strike, clear my debuffs. And I guess play the slime, because I have the energy to do it. Could have used a potion here, but there's going to be bigger turns than that. And taking 6 or whatever is not the end of the world. Now I can Wraith form again. That's funny. And I guess I kind of have to, don't I? And this would definitely count as a bad enough turn to need to. Yeah, I guess we're doing it. So, skill, power, attack. And you know what? I'm going to let this piercing whale go. So I can snake oil without affecting its cost. This turn. And here we get backflip, adrenaline. That's great. Footwork, discovery. Gives me accuracy, which is good because I need damage. Play that. Play Master of Strat. Phantasmal. Okay, we get Noxious Fumes down and Bouncing Flask. That's really good. Super necessary. And I guess just hold these. Okay. This is our last invulnerable turn, I think. Let's use a block potion now. So I can alchemize. See what we get from that. Health. Cool. Health is good. Don't know if you've heard. Now I want a discovery. Another Wraith form. Or Caltrops, because we're not really getting a lot of damage in. Maybe I'm better off with Caltrops. It's going to be 45 damage just this turn. And we're definitely not done seeing multi-hits, right? And I think we can block next turn. No, I'm going to Wraith form. Power, skill, attack. Get that big damage in. Acro here. Discard that. I guess Phantasmal means do more damage. And we damage capped. Okay. That means I played too many cards. Count gamble this. Neutralize, defend. Take 0. I hope I didn't need the damage from those Caltrops. But I think this turn being intangible is more important. Because I didn't, in fact, have any block in the drop pile. And just keep giving... Oh, there's my Caltrops. Okay, I'll play that now. And then I guess I'm just going to strike, Eviscerate Finisher. Hold these. We got him below 400. And I get to blur this turn. That's pretty big. Backflip. Should I Bouncing Flask? I think I probably should. And then let's deflect, defend, blur. Hold these. Now we should be pretty safe this turn. Yeah. And we get to Phantasmal with Blade Dances coming. So that's good. So I guess just Phantasmal. Defend. Defend. Strike. Strike. Hold these. Scary, but we get Piercing Wail. Oh my god, I think I might be getting a win here. I don't want to panic though. I'm definitely prone to panicking in these situations. Crippling Cloud is great here. No, but we have Phantasmal. And I can afford to take a little damage to play these. Now we Crippling Cloud. And I'm just going to Discovery. Doesn't matter. Short, give me Tactician for an energy back. Because it's funny. And, yeah, I don't even need a block potion here. Just hold these cards. Hopefully kill next turn. I think I win. Cautious Optimism. Alright. So that is my second A20 heart kill on the channel. We definitely got some luck with the potions there. But that was far from a free win, so I'm pretty happy with it. We did get, well, like, what, 3 Wraith forms there? But, yeah, a win's a win. And there's nothing easy about winning on A20. So, see what our score is? It's a pretty long run. Guess it's going to be a long episode. Just under 3,000. So, not my best score ever, but it's a win. With that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.